Hi everyone, let's talk about all relative and parallel C modes. First of all relative C modes. The key of C means that your scale is going to start with a C. The name of the mode is Ionian. So C major was originally called C Ionian. This is the Latin name. The scale notes are C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. There is a half step, or what we say a semitone between E and F, and there is a semitone between B and C. You can see it on the piano, there is no black key here, so there is a whole tone between C and D, a whole tone between D and E, and only a semitone between E and F. Whole tone, whole tone, whole tone, and a semitone. So the major mode is a scale with a semitone between 3 and 4 and 7 and 8. There are other modes. Let's have a look. You have the Aeolian mode, which we know as the minor mode. So Aeolian is the Latin name and we call it minor. We know it as minor. The key of A minor. Let's play that one. I start the scale from the A and I play it all the way up to the A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you can see in minor, the half step, because this it is, A, B, C, is between the second and the third note, 4, 5, 6, and between the fifth and the sixth note. But I'm only touching the white keys of the piano. Do you see that? This is the C major scale. And when I play the scale of A minor, I'm still only touching the white keys of the piano. And that's what we call a relative. A minor is relative, is related to the C major scale. In fact, we're using just the same notes, which means that we are going to use exactly the same chords. The only difference is that when I create a song in C major, I'm singing towards the C, and the last chord of my song will probably be the C chord. When I create a song in A minor, I'm singing towards the A, and the last chord of my song will probably be the A minor chord. As you can see, there are other modes. Modes that are not very well known anymore. For example, D Dorian. It's the key D and the name of the mode is Dorian. Let me play it for you. This mode, the Dorian mode, was used in a lot of liturgical music. Music composed for the Catholic Church. Na, 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 na. You have to keep singing towards the D. The D should be the last note of your melody. If you've got the feeling that the D is not the right note to end your song with and you want to sing the C, then your song was never in D Dorian. You made a song in C major. The same goes for A minor. Your song is only in A minor if the last note of your melody is an A and it feels as if you're home. E Phrygian. I don't know any song written in E Phrygian. That mode is lost to us, isn't it? But if you would like to compose a song in E Phrygian, make sure you repeat the E enough times So we get that home feeling. We have the feeling that your song goes towards this E. Lydian. Lydian is used. F Lydian. It sounds very open, isn't it? Then you have G Mixolydian, and you still have B Locrian. So the only modes that are still in use, or that we use a lot in pop, is C major and C minor. Are there a lot of songs where I can that are written in C major, and then within that song I transpose to A minor? No, because it's not so easy to sing towards the C and then halfway the song change it and start singing towards the A. Although I'm only using white keys, and the only change is that I have to start singing towards the A instead of the C, it's not easy to switch within a song between the relative modes of C. That's why all these modes are put parallel. C major, C minor, although you can see I'm using 3 black keys here, I can still switch very easily from C major within a song to C minor, because I keep singing towards the C. I can very easily interchange the chords of C major with C minor. That's not a problem at all. Let's have a look. Let me play all of them. So this is C major. Then C Dorian is so you have an E flat and a B flat, but you have a normal A over here. How do I know this is the scale of C Dorian? Have a look over here again. The D Dorian scale had between 1, 2, 3, between 2 and 3 a semitone. 4, 5, 6, and 6 and 7 a semitone. So 2 and 3, 6 and 7. So 1, 2, 3, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 and 7. Let me do it again. 1, 2, 3. So between 2 and 3, semitone. 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 and 7. And that's number 8. As you can see, Phrygian is with a D flat, an E flat, A flat, B flat, C. Mixolydian is only with the B flat. Locrian has nearly all the flat ones. D flat, E flat, G flat, A flat, B flat, C. So suddenly I'm using all the black keys here, you see that. Lydian is with an F sharp, which creates that open feeling. Let's have a look at the song. I've already given examples in this video course of songs that switch from C major to C minor, but let's have a look at a song that switches from C Dorian to C minor. First of all, let's have a look at the chords over here. The chords of C Dorian are C minor, D minor, E flat, and so on. The chords of C minor are, for example, F minor 4th degree, G minor, A flat, and B flat. This chord is an exception. It comes from the harmonic minor. It's the dominant of the harmonic minor. Let's now go to the song. Moondance by Van Morrison. The verse is in C Dorian. It uses the chord C minor and the chord D minor / G. It goes back to C minor and D minor. So there is no other mode here that has a C minor and a D minor in it. Do you see that all the other modes are different? So we are in C Dorian. The verse is in C Dorian. All the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. You accompany that melody with C minor, D minor, C minor, D minor. And then in the chorus it switches to F minor, B flat, C minor, B flat. This is the 4th degree, 7th degree, and 1st degree of C minor. Let me show that to you. So you have that 4th degree, that 7th degree, and that 1st degree of C minor. There is no other mode over here that has an F minor and then a dominant chord over here. You see that? So we are definitely in C minor in the chorus. So that's why we put all those chords, instead of putting them in a relative state towards each other, you cannot switch from D Dorian to A Aeolian, because you're singing in D Dorian towards the D, and in A minor you're singing towards the A. It would be very hard to switch from singing towards the D to switching towards singing toward the A. You could, but it's hard. But once you have put them all parallel, it's easier, because the C Dorian scale, you are singing towards the C, and in C minor you're also singing towards the C. So although the notes themselves are different, in the C Dorian scale you have an E flat and a B flat, but the A is not flat. And in the C minor scale you can see there is an A flat. So there is a one note difference. There is a one note difference between the scales, but as you are singing towards the C, that's not such a big problem. When you have a look at the melody of this song, Moondance, because the melody, we're talking about chords the whole time, but the melody is avoiding this A and avoiding this A flat. That's why they can use chords from the Dorian mode and the Aeolian mode, and you don't notice the switch that much, because that crucial difference is avoided in the melody. All right, so I hope you understand a bit that there are different modes, not just the major and the minor mode, and as long as you put them in a relative state, it's hard to switch from one mode to another mode, but the moment you put them all parallel, you can quite easily interchange the chords and the scale notes with each other. All right, that's it.